Do you know what a charm is in TDS? Not many people do. Charms have a few issues as a game collectible, not being commonly known about is one of them. Charms are only obtainable via plushie purchases from the Paradoxum Games website for real money. Wait, something's not right with this mechanic. It's visible entirely to the public and advertised as a game feature, yet it's only available for real-world currency. There's no issue with having plushie skins as they are just a cosmetic for a pre-existing feature. While you can say the same about charms, there is a very obvious difference. There is no feature that charms is a cosmetic of, it is strictly an entire feature for money. Imagine you take entire features like emotes and skins and sell them for 30 USD without any other method of obtaining them. They are not a requirement to the game, they are cool to have and many people use them as a flex. That immediately shortens how long it takes to 100% the game and removes a lot of the fun collectibles in an attempt to make a quick buck. I don't have an issue with charms, just how they are obtained. I think I may have a way to fix this system locked behind a paywall. People call Paradoxum Games greedy, but I think that's a bit far. They simply have not thought through a system like this. I have so much respect for Paradoxum and the game that they have created, but I think it's valuable to offer constructive criticism for any project in hope of somewhat contributing to its improvement. If you'd like to contribute to our improvement, please like, comment, and subscribe to the Variety Network. Back to the video. To determine a better method of obtaining charms, I first have to discuss what a charm is. A charm is a collectible statue in TDS obtained by purchasing an official TDS plushie. This plushie will sometimes come with a charm. The charms have no statistical effect, but are used as statues that can be placed down when voting for a map in the matchmaking intermission. While there is no benefit, it's unfortunate for such a cool feature to be locked entirely behind a paywall. TDS has had a history of being pay to win, at least according to its players. There were many complaints when the Mako DJ skin was added in early September of 2024, only accessible with a purchase of 749 Robux. Other instances of the community people being unhappy with their monetary approach to development are Daily Spin, VIP Plus, and many new skins going into the paid deluxe crate. To begin to rework the charm system, I think we actually need to take a step back and look at deluxe crates. Deluxe crates carry high-quality skins for a price of 200 Robux per crate. However, they are also sometimes available on a daily spin wheel for a 0.29% chance and a rare weekly quest. As well, they are obtainable via the daily rewards system. Fundamentally, there are aspects of this that make it okay. These aspects are what charms lack. While deluxe crates are rare cosmetic items, they are still available, albeit rare, from free-to-play means. Deluxe skins could be made as you can still access the charm system via free-to-play means. On the other side of the dime, charms are not at all free-to-play accessible, and there is no system that they build upon. Cash is the only way to access the entire charm system. Before we continue, I want to discuss possible methods of obtaining charms if Paradoxum was taking notes from my suggestions. Charms could benefit from being introduced as a reward for doing challenge maps, while toning down the other rewards. This would give players who already have everything a reason to spend time doing challenge maps every week. Another possibility is the charm system could work similarly to a deluxe crate, but it should be a crate on sale in-game for 5,000 to 10,000 gems. This gives players the incentive to play and rewards them for having thousands of spare gems. This both gives another reason to play hardcore and makes charms intentionally difficult to get. A reward for those who go above the natural. Below natural joke, haha. If made free to play, I do think, sorry, that line. I do think charms could grant some kind of bonus, like, good job getting this. These bonuses should be small, yet worth the price of obtaining, like 1.05x cash received. Or enemies are 0.75x their typical speed. Don't take any of these specific suggestions for buffs seriously, I'm no balancer. I could see players choosing one charm per round that they've earned along with their loadouts and consumables. This would help cement TDS's position as a strategy game. Maybe at this rate, we'll be able to beat the strongest battlegrounds. Cheaters. While buffs are what people want, I think it would be a fun and smart mechanic to make each charm have upsides and downsides. For instance, to go off what I suggested earlier, a charm could grant 1.05x cash during a round, but also make the enemies 1.1x faster. This would lead to many conversations regarding what the best charm is, making them situationally dependent. If you're on a multi-lane or short map, you might not want to risk the extra speed. I want to take this segment to suggest new charms, possibly keep the plushie charms exclusive and create charms of towers. Each charm could share the strengths and weaknesses of the tower based on. When looking at a charm for the Cowboy Tower, it's likely to have a cash-themed bonus, like 1.5x enemy kill cash. Since the Cowboy also struggles with high fire rates up to level 4, I suggest a 20% fire rate debuff per tower. On the flip side, a Commando charm to increase fire rate. But you may ask, what would it struggle with? Due to the newly expensive Commander upgrades, I'd like to put out a 0.9x cash flow suggestion. For a Crook Boss charm, that was a high note, gosh dang. For a Crook Boss charm, if people are looking for more than statistical buffs, I'd incur about the possibility of having an ability similar to the Fury chips in FNAF World. For an explanation, the Fury chips have a passive damaging attack. But why not have an ability like a max Crook spawns every minute or 30 seconds. If that's too OP, why not be a lower level Crook? I don't know what Crook Boss would struggle with, so suggest a debuff in the comments below. For a Pyromancer charm, this would probably half the defense of all enemies, but make enemies 1.3x faster due to Pyromancer's low range. I think this video could go on and on, but I don't want to bore you all. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. This has been Biff on the Variety Network, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.